What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out a much requested album between Once and Twice, the mini album by Twice, obviously. uh, I've been meaning to check it out ever since it came out, and obviously, album reactions are not very prominent on this channel, and I do want to get a little bit more into them. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle it with my reaction style and everything that I kind of do already on YouTube and Patreon, but I will make a couple of compromises as far as just doing this reaction the same way I did my Queen of Hearts reaction. We'll listen to the song and then we just talked a little bit about the lyrics, got the message, and we'll move to the next song. I feel like that's a decent little compromise. I do ask you guys, like, I understand if you want more album reactions and stuff, but don't feel like ignored or anything if I don't do it, because it's just it's a lot. So for that reason, I'm going to be very selective with my album reactions. So don't feel like uh, I'm ignoring your favorite group or anything. I just kind of, I guess, prioritizing a little bit with some of the groups that I myself want to check out, some of the favorites on the channel. It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna, support the other groups because I'm still checking out, all these brand new comebacks with music videos and whatnot. So, without any further ado, the Queen of Hearts and Talk That Talk reactions are already available on the channel, so we'll not be checking those out in this video. If you want to check out the original reactions, there's a link to the playlist somewhere up there. Also, if you want to see me react to more Twice content, I do have reactions to 16 on Patreon. Just finished up episode number 9, almost at the finish line with episode number 10, of course. And after that, I will move on to the next Twice show. I have a great guide with Drasters_K on Twitter. Shout out to you for providing me with not only this album in immaculate quality from the audio perspective, but also the lyrics as well. Thank you so much. So without any further ado, guys, let's get into it. Lyrics by Chaeyoung. Okay. Nice.
First time 눈이 마주친 순간 어질어질한 이 공간 꿈속인지 헷갈려 숨이 차올라 조금 더 가까이 다가와 천천히 Can you make me feel like a diamond? 다른 애들과는 달라 I'm begging for love 나쁜 건 아니잖아 이게 나라서 어디로 튈지 몰라 like rainbow bubblegum 그러니 날 꽉 붙잡아줘 알아 나도 will love myself 쉽지 않단 girl You're my one somehow You wanna try but not tonight So I'ma call my friend up take off my makeup I'm sleeker tonight okay
Nice. Ooh, Dion, nice. Pretty rose on a burning desert because it's burning red.
So I'ma call my friend up, take off my makeup, I'm sleep good tonight, okay.
Ooh, Mina, nice. I love that melody, vocal melody. Nice.
부족하다고 넌 느끼겠지만 기본에 충실한 태도일 뿐이야 우리 둘 사이 팽팽한 긴장감 놓지 않은 게 더 좋단 걸 알아 I know it feels like you're paying the price 내 모든 것을 다 바라지 마 So let's take it back
basics. Nice.
Let's take it back. I wanna take it to the basics.
Ooh, nice. Damn, that was actually very self-explanatory, obviously. But I love the confidence on everything to just happen right away. Where I want to take it to the basics, and you might feel like you are paying the price, and it's because I know what I want, and I want to make sure that you're kind of worth it, which kind of throws it back to one of their earlier songs that we reacted to in the deep dive, like pushing you away, making excuses because at the end of the day, I like you, but I don't want to give myself to you so easily. Cheer Up, if I'm not mistaken, was the name of the song, the music video that we checked out, which touched on this. But what I like is that in this song, it's actually almost coming from a place of confidence, like knowing your worth, even though they don't want to lose him. But at the same time, in Cheer Up, it was more from a place of being afraid to give yourself away so quickly. So therefore, I'm gonna make excuses. Whereas here, I'm very confident in myself and being with my friends, just taking off my makeup and going to bed instead of being with you because I don't have any intention of going from 0 to 100. So that's a really cool touch. Literally slow it down and speed it up like you a spaceship. Like, take it slow, darling. I'll give you my location later. Nice. Ooh. Oh, this relationship with trouble.
Let's go. So right. Oh, yeah.
Damn. This feels like a house party, like a freaking house music, rather, not a house party. Like the instrumental makes me feel like 2005 or something. It feels like a throwback. Oh man.
Let's go. So right. Oh, yeah.
Nice. Warning light and I'm stuck. This sounds amazing. Ooh. This is deep house music, baby. Ooh. I like this treble too. Ooh. Sweet cake, you cannot resist this.
Sweet
cake,
miss
nice.
This, so to place someone put it down. Oh yeah, better kiss.
Nice. Oh, Gio. Let's take this back. Holy shit. Let's take this back. Damn.
살짝 그건 fake 빠진 함정은 sweet cake You cannot resist this cannot miss this So to bliss I'ma put it down down Oh yeah better kiss kiss 위험할수록 또또 빠질수록 또또 falling down low 벗어날 수 없는 걸 돌이킬 수
Damn,
없어
Jiho.
이미 우린 아슬한 줄다리기 속에 우리 서로를 끌어당겨 Baby oh no Hey we in trouble Baby we're in trouble trouble
This
So
sounds
your
beautiful.
몸이 이끌린 너의 control 또 네 앞에만 서면 I'm terrible baby
I love this, the way it picks up here. Damn, Momo. I love how playful they sound.
이제는 우리의 시작과 끝이란 건 알 수 없어 우리는 엔딩이 없어진 위험한 스토리텔러 회의를 가려진 뜨거운 마음이 타오르면
Whoa.
Baby we're in trouble trouble 소용없고
Holy.
몸이 이끌린 너의
Damn.
control 또 네 앞에만 서면 I'm terrible baby You got me I think we're in trouble baby Yeah that's trouble I like the trouble
Damn. I love this. Oh, this is beautiful. This is fucking beautiful. I'll actually go ahead and say that this is probably like my second favorite song from this album, with Queen of Hearts still at number one, then Trouble, then Talk That Talk, then obviously Basics. But like the story of the song is obviously very self-explanatory because it's about the trouble, which represents the love, baby. And we fell for each other, therefore we're in trouble. And by being terrible is we're being in love, which is very nice. And also, if you kind of think about it, like between once and twice, obviously between once the fandom, twice the group, but also between one and two, between two people, much like a relationship between two people. So these songs are very like interchangeable in their meanings. One song is more about between once and twice, whereas the other song is between one and two, as if two individuals. If you want to take it the extra step, obviously you can say that this is also a song about the fandom and how the fandom and the group love each other so much, and together they're terrible because they're in love. So being in trouble is being in love, and being terrible is being madly in love. But obviously, this is more on the romantic side rather than speaking to the fandom. But I do like almost like this double meaning that can be taken here with this album, because they're not straight up saying between once and twice, but rather one and two, and then you can take the meaning to whichever place that this song fits. So it's almost like a little puzzle, and then obviously all of the girls singing, "I like this trouble." I love, I like being into you, being in love with you, and whatnot, and the way that this relationship makes me feel. And I also really liked Chaeyoung's rap, and then the rhyme scheme that she went through with "cannot resist this, miss this, such a bliss," and ending with a kiss, and then falling into this trap is much like a sweet cake, which to throw it back to even extraordinary heroes or extraordinary heroes with strawberry cake is like the sweetness that kind of was the strap, but obviously it had a darker meaning there. It's very nice. It's a really cool song, very self-explanatory obviously, and I liked Nayan's little O that she did right before the song picked back up, and Jiho's obviously her vocals were absolutely phenomenal. Momo's sass it was also fantastic, even though there was very little of her, but it was still quite memorable. And whenever they sing I Like This Trouble, I just love the playfulness that you hear in their voice. It's almost like you can hear the smiles in their voices, which is pretty cool. So let's move on to the next song now.
Pray, pray, pray for ya. Pray, pray, pray for ya. 유난히 깜깜한 밤이 두렵던 세상이 Felt so lonely. 여전히 헤매는 사이 꺼버린 세상이 So hard to breathe. 지금 작은 빛 하나 없이 날 다시 일으키는 사이 들려온 네 목소리 날 다시 뜨게 했어 fine. 벅찬 숨을 고르고 아플 뻔한 제대로 네가 내게 전해온 Pray, pray, pray for ya. I'm never alone, so I'm never alone.
Oh my god, this song hits so hard right now.
내 상처는 너나로 차올라. I can't live without you all night.
We'll talk about it later.
날 나에게 해 on and on and on. Break, break, break for you. 나, 나, 나,
Okay, this is my favorite song from the album.
숨쉬게 해 on and on and on. Oh, trust me, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 끝없는 위로 끝없는 날 길이 되준 노란 사이.
Nice. Endless Maze
거칠은 네 목소리
reminds me of Donut.
지게 했어 fine.
Endless Loop.
고르고 아플 뻔한 제대로 이제 내게 전해줘. Pray, pray, pray for you. I'm never alone, so I'm never alone. Break, break for you. 내 상처는 너나로 차올라. I can't live without you. Oh, no, 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 no. 날 나에게 해 on and on and on. Break, break, break for you. Oh, no, 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 no. 날 숨쉬게 해 on and on and on. Oh, trust me, baby. 더 깊은 상처들을 아물지 않던 내 맘에 내리던 rain. 안 외상먹게 해넌내 유일한 believer. 전부 멀리 날 달리게
damn.
만든 dreamer.
Well, let's take this back. That sounded so fucking
I can't live without you. Oh, no, 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 no. 날 나에게 해 on and on and on. Pray, pray, pray for you. Oh, no, 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 no. 날 숨쉬게 해 on and on and on. Oh, trust me, baby. 더 깊은 상처들을 아물지 않던 내 맘에 내리던 rain. 안 외상먹게 해넌내 유일한 believer.
Damn, Naya.
전부 멀리 날 달리게 만든 dreamer.
Oh,
I can
Jiho.
hear you
Jiho.
calling.
Oh,
I'm never alone, so I'm never alone. Pray, pray for you. 내 상처는 너나로 차올라. I can't live without you. Oh, no, 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 no. 날 나에게 해 on and on and on. Pray, pray for you. No, 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 no. 날 숨쉬게 해 on and on and on. Oh, trust me, baby.
damn, that was beautiful. I'm listening to this at the perfect time because literally one day ago, this whole thing has sparked with Nyan's stalker, who is apparently in Korea, is looking for her because it was Nyan's birthday, if I'm not mistaken, like yesterday or the day before. And this song is literally the reason why they will get through whatever troubles that they may face or have faced. If we saw 16, obviously the initial interaction with the stalker, the plane incident and whatnot, and all the type of shit that these girls have been through. And also it kind of reminded me of Feel Special. I believe you guys talked about how that song was at a time where they were dealing with a lot of depression and a lot of mental battles, and the song was written for them. And This song kind of reminds me of Feel Special in a way. It also reminds me of the very tight bond that these girls have. Literally, you are the reason that I am brave. I am brave for you. Each of these girls, it's almost like all for one for all, and all for one. And if you are there by my side, I'm going to move forward in the world, and I'm not going to let a dark night be my ending in a way. You make me feel special to throw it back to feel special, obviously, and each of the girls seeing like that special someone that makes them feel to throw it forward brave. I really like some of these lyrics. They mean so much knowing their struggles on an unusually dark night, felt so lonely on top of the world, literally being one of the biggest groups out there, being so fucking popular, and yet all of that popularity results in being incredibly depressed and lonely because it's so lonely at the top. And it's because of you that I gathered the strength to keep on going and not fall into depression. The world is so covered up, so hard to breathe. There's so much shit going on and there's so much pressure. The image that is portrayed of me being perfect, is so far from the truth, so far from what you see on Instagram and Twitter of Nyan being perfect. In reality, they're human beings that go through life just like everyone else, and who have bad days and who have depression and struggle. And unless you're in their shoes, you don't have the right to really kind of assume how easy it is for them to live their life. Because, like, if I were in their shoes, like if I had so much money and popularity, I would be set. Like, so many people have that goal of being like, the goal is to be like a social media star. Whereas back in the day, like, your dream was to become like a freaking police officer or an astronaut, or something that brought potential change to the world or something. And now, like, your goal is to be a social media star and get 1 million subscribers. But then when you get it, you're gonna feel unfulfilled because this is not it. This is just a short term goals. Even if the goal seems very far away, take a heavy breath and look ahead. Focus on the present and on the future rather than focusing on what keeps you at this very low point that you think that you are at, because it feels like no one is there for you. Whereas in reality, each of the each of the girls have each other, so they will be able to get through it. So take a heavy breath and look ahead. I'm the one that told you properly brave. Just be brave, and you'll be good. And then I'm never alone. My wounds fill up with you. I can't live without you. So uh, all the wounds and all of the trauma is essentially being filled up with my thoughts of you, and your presence is what makes me want to get through it and see the light at the end of the tunnel. The lyric that kind of reminded me of Donut is, on a day that was like an endless maze, you became the sign that guided me. Like, literally, there was like a donut. There was still like lyrics of like an infinite loop or something, and that loop was broken. And here's like an endless maze, and in this endless maze that I cannot escape, you became the shining light that guided me out of this maze and got me out of this super dark place. Your loud voice makes me run again, which is beautiful. And she's probably talking about Jihu. but this is, her voice is so fucking awesome. Or Naya. It's beautiful. And I actually like that the second pre chorus, it says, it slightly changes. It goes from, I'm the one who told you properly brave, whereas in the second pre-chorus it says, I'm going to properly deliver it to you now. So it's almost as if like the first verse represents like my first struggles and I thought I was over it, and then the second verse represents the fact that I fell back into depression. And the second pre-chorus is talking about, I'm going to deliver this in a way that you will fucking understand. You are not alone. Get your shit together. We're gonna be okay. To put it in a very aggressive manner, obviously. This is beautiful. I'm so excited. This is beautiful as hell. The rain that fell on my heart, which never healed, you make it stop, much like feeling my wounds. You feel my wounds. You take the pain away, essentially. You are my only believer, the dreamer who made me run a little farther. I can hear you calling on only you. So they could be talking about the group. They could also be there's so many different people that they can be talking to, whoever helped them, whether it's individually, maybe personal, like family, uh or just talking about the actual group as a whole. And also talking about the fans as well, because the fans definitely play a huge factor in their success, obviously, and in the way that you can always kind of shift your focus towards negativity and some toxic fans, but at the same time, such a big percentage of the fans is very loving and supporting, and is very understanding of them, and wants what is best for Twice. Like, you really don't see such support by fandoms as you do with K-pop, and it's truly beautiful to see. So this was an absolutely incredible song, and it's probably my favorite song of this album so far. So let's move on to the next one.